true star in the making.
Swinging a high fly, center field, straight away. Kowser backing up at the wall. She is gone. He's done it again. Another.
What a night, baseball fans. You thought you saw it all, but tonight's showdown between the Orioles and the Red Sox served up a platter of incredible plays, shocking moments, and a finish that'll have you talking for weeks. From rising stars making history to clutch hits and mind-bending pitching, buckle up, because Baseball Extra is about to dive deep into every single, heart-pounding moment of this unforgettable game. Hey there, Baseball Extra family. We just witnessed an absolute barn burner of a game, packed with incredible baseball highlights and moments that will be etched into the memory of every fan. Let's not waste any time and jump right into the action, because this one was wild from start to finish. Tonight, the Orioles took the field, and on the mound for his third big league start of the season was Dietrich Jens. This young arm has been making waves, and his first start against the Red Sox was definitely one to watch. But right out of the gate, all eyes were on Roman Anthony for the Red Sox. This kid is on fire, folks. 6 of his last 8 games, multi-hit performances, he's a true star in the making. And tonight, he proved it again. A high fly ball to center field, backing up at the wall, and it's gone. Anthony sends another one deep, his 7th home run of the season, putting the Red Sox on the board first. This kid is absolutely electric in that leadoff spot, and if you're a Red Sox fan, you're going to be seeing a lot more of this. Just on Monday, he became the youngest Red Sox player ever to lead off a game with a home run, and he's done it again in Game 3 of this series. What a start for this young man. But the Orioles weren't going to roll over easily. We saw Duran get a steal, and then Duran, who's been so good in RBI spots, was up. Rafaela popped it up, hoping for some room, and he got it, ending the inning. A couple of pitches after we thought, oh wait, this is Brian Bellows' night. He's just been absolutely terrific this season, 10-6, 3-7, and a brilliant performance last time out at Yankee Stadium. 1 out for Jeremiah Jackson, and on a changeup, Jackson changes it up, sending it into the left field corner. There were a couple of those tonight, just different off his bat. And Jeremiah Jackson quickly extends his hit streak to 7 with a ringing double. 2 outs now, Jackson on second, 1-0 Boston in the bottom of the first. Ryan Mountcastle steps up. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Despite the double, Bello powers through the inning, no harm done. What a start Bello has had to his Red Sox career. He strikes out low with a left-on-left changeup. Dietrich Jens has all 4 outs tonight on that changeup, and there are 2 away. Good to see Wang looking better at the plate lately, and that unpredictability is working beautifully. Over the top, big time drop, and he strikes out Wang. All 6 outs on that changeup. Incredible stuff from Jens. Now, let's talk about Samuel Basallo doing the catching for the Orioles tonight. And in there to strike him out, a 95 miles per hour fastball drops in to punch out Basallo, the second strikeout for Bello tonight. 2 outs now, and Kobe Mayo comes up to the plate. That ball to the left side for Mayo goes past shortstop Story. So Mayo takes care of Bello, and the Orioles have a 2-out base runner for the rookie, Dylan Beavers. The ball popped out of Connor Wong's glove, and Mayo will take second. Popped right up in the air. A good read by Kobe on what will probably be a passed ball. I would think so. Back-to-back innings to start tonight. Bello has had to deal with a runner at second, which he did not have to do in 7 innings in New York the other day. Beavers floats, 1 into center. Rafaela had a tremendous jump. He had possession and lost it on the way to the ground. You know, you're going to hear about plays like that every Sunday for the next 18 weeks in football, but it just happened here in Major League Baseball. Dylan Beavers, with a little pop-up trouble, has tied the game at 1. How big is that pass with Mayo in scoring position with 2 outs? And you see Rafaela, he is coming hard, and he catches that ball. But when he hits the ground, it looks like to me, it pops out. That will go down as a double. The score is tied, 1-1. Now, let's move to Contreras. He's got some big numbers in AAA, and he was having a really solid year in his 28 appearances. Look at the era, above average. This is his debut. He's going to drill Alex Bregman. No prayer to get out of the way for Bregman. He gets hit by the pitch with 2 down. Last thing you want to do there. Story hits a ground ball to shortstop, and that will get Contreras out of the inning. He picks up the first 2 outs. Contreras with the last of the 3, into the 4th we go. The 2-2 pitch to Duran, He hits it high in the air down the left field line. It will float, and it will be. Is that caught by Carlson? He caught it right on the side wall. It was up in the air forever. Carlson kind of meandered to the ball and then fell to the ground, and he caught it. Duran retired. You don't see that every day, folks. That was an incredible, almost circus catch from Carlson. Here's Sedan, who fouled out his first time up. Pitch to left center, on a run. Carlson trying to run this down. He's not going to reach it. It will be up against and stick underneath that fence. Sedan into second, and he's got a double. Wrist appears to be okay. Wrist is okay. Masataka Yoshida is up. 2 down. Rafaela at second in a 1-1 game in the fourth. The 1-2 pitch. There's a changeup rattled over to second base. Jackson throws out Contreras, ending an inning and a third of scoreless relief. Here's Kjerstad, who strikes out with 2 outs and the bases empty in a 1-1 game. They float down 1 to left, and he's going to again here in the fourth inning. They go in order. 3-2 pitch is a swing to left field. That's a base hit. Hamilton is aboard. Excellent stuff. And he's on first with 1 out for Roman Anthony. There goes Hamilton. Great base stealer. He is out this time. They get their man. A couple of absolute dirt pitches from the rookie. And that is the first caught stealing of his career. You talk about let it rip, kid. And he got a really good pitch to handle too. Almost like a pitch out. The ball was up high. Look at this, right over the top. Watch how quick the tag is. Boom. Gunnar perfectly places it on Hamilton's hip. And that was nice right there. Anthony strikes out on the curveball. So both of the battery. Wow. In that inning, Contreras' first game, his first caught stealing. So after an error to begin the bottom of the sixth, now 2 outs, still a runner on first and Henderson, and Cowser, who's 0 for 2 with a 7-game hit streak, steps in the batter's box. Henderson's running. There's a cutter at the knees, and there's a steal for Gunnar, into the books with his team leading, his 20th. Watch this. That is a really good jump right there. A pretty good pitch to run down right by him, 96 miles an hour to strike him out. The new version of Brian Bello. He's through 6 dominant innings. Bello goes into inning number 7 again, 4 hits off him, and a knockdown there. Scoops it up. Hamilton will make the play. 1-2, and in there for strike 3. Humps that up to 97 to punch out Mayo. And now a guy who has given him some trouble tonight, Beavers, with a pair of hits. Beavers takes ball 4. He earns a walk. First one issue tonight. We bring up Dylan Carlson, who came in hitting 286. Fly ball left center field on the run, and that's going to fall right between Rafaela and Duran. Here comes the run. He will score. Beavers all the way from first base. Rafaela and Duran, both with an opportunity to make the play. Neither one of them could do it, and it is 2-1, Baltimore. Looked like a lack of communication there. That's, unfortunately, a big blow. The first run scored would have been a great effort by Sedan. It came out of his glove, and then just a miscommunication double here is going to put it behind 2-1. He had a strange night. Contreras is out, leaving runners on first and third, and nobody out. Now it's time for Keegan Akin, making his 52nd appearance. He's got himself in a pickle here. This is not going to be an easy chore against Roman. Perfect time. How about that, Alex Bregman? First and third. 1 out. Oh yes, he did. Breaking ball, the first slider of the sequence, and Bregman has to slide away into the Red Sox dugout. That's the most frustrating thing in that last loss up to Fenway. Inability to make contact, right? Even Anthony grounds into a double play. This ball game is tied up, and now it's up to Trevor to pick both of them up. 0 for 3 tonight. Story to short, Henderson. If you find yourself in an escape room, bring Keegan Akin along with you. The Red Sox have first and third, nobody out, and they cannot score. 2-1 Baltimore. And Durant's safely on to begin the night. And here's Sedan. He has gone 1 for 3 with a double. Swinging a hard drive into left, ping, back at the track. It's at the wall. And Sedan. Say hello to Baltimore. A 2-run shot. Ice in his veins. 3-2 Red Sox. I'm sitting here wondering if he's got a feel for the big moment. That kid. What an absolute blast. The crowd is going wild, and Baseball Extra is here to capture every single moment of this incredible comeback. Aroldis Chapman is on the mound in the bottom of the ninth inning. Chapman, who's not allowed a hit since the 26th of July. He went. That's strike three. Down he goes, one away. 39 straight batters now without giving up a hit. And it is in there for strike three. Pumped in the heater at 98, and he has struck out the first two in the ninth. 40 batters in a row without a hit. Kobe Mayo, the last remaining, for strike three. 99 to end the ball game. That is 14 consecutive appearances. And it goes from one that would have been a pretty sour defeat into a really fun W tonight for the Red Sox. What an absolutely incredible game of baseball action. From the soaring home run of Roman Anthony to the dazzling pitching of Brian Bello and Dietrich Jens, the clutch hitting of Sedan, and the unhittable Aroldis Chapman closing it out, this game had everything. It's exactly why we love this sport. The young talent on display was phenomenal, and the veterans showed why they're still at the top of their game. That's all for this recap from Baseball Extra. If you enjoyed this deep dive into tonight's epic showdown, make sure to hit that like button. And if you haven't already, subscribe to Baseball Extra for more in-depth analysis, highlights, and everything you need to know about the world of baseball. We'll see you next time.